been practicing architecture for almost 30 years. 20 years ago, started the practice and bought this building, which is an old nursery office, and renovated it. And so this is my studio, and I've been here practicing predominantly with designing waterfront homes and some small commercial in the area. I love problem solving, and I also love helping the client visualize what their options are. So a lot is about communicating with the client as to what they're looking for in terms of style or functionality of the home, how to maximize the property that they've bought. Before seeing an architect, a client should be able to assemble information on the site, as well as a list of rooms that they want or any other criteria to design the home, including images of what they want it to look like, any adjacencies between the rooms, and also be clear about a budget as to communicate to the architect, what is the scope of the work. I encourage that they bring images of projects that they like, that's not that I'm going to copy those images per se, but I glean from them a flavor or a style or a direction that they find attractive. Early on in design, I will ask a local contractor to estimate the cost, just as a ballpark figure, to make sure that I'm not deceiving anyone in terms of false expectations. It's important to find out what the marketplace what it costs to build. The first step is to find out what the parameters and restrictions on the site are and design backwards from that. I don't, if it's a waterfront home, I don't design within the existing footprint if I have to. I really want to maximize the potential of the site. So through the series of meetings, we develop a home, ideally from almost a very small master plan diagram. And if the diagram is the right diagram in the layout of the project, as the project gets developed and the drawings get larger and larger, the pieces fall into place. And so I'll display drawings, do a lot of hand sketches in 3 dimensions to show what the project massing on the outside looks like, as well as on the inside, to know what these spaces look like, if they're 2-story or long hallways or whatever I want to convey to the client. It's through the drawings. Would it contain, a floor plan, an elevation, or perspective sketches of what the spaces could look like, either from the inside or the outside? And they can, just to see their eyes as they enter the drawing, and they can say, oh, now I see what you're talking about. Now this is how it is. But I encourage them to react and to the drawings, to tell me what they like or don't like, to do not worry about hurting my feelings at all. Let me know if this is the right direction or not, to allow the client to finally see what had only been verbalized at that point is really rewarding. And then eventually the drawing set turns into a contract document set, which is the large blueprints and specifications. And that's the bulk of the architectural work, because after that point we'll rely on builders to put together the home. Designing a home and building a home is should be one of the best times of your lives. People unfortunately have to go to doctors or lawyers if they're in trouble or they're sick, and I feel very fortunate that people come to me when they have the time and the money to design a home, and they also have the respect to want to live in a very nice environment, and it's ideally an environment that they're going to live in for the rest of their lives and raise families in and create memories in, and that they have decided to choose an architect such that that vision can come to fruition. And I see the architect's role is to help them visualize what their options are. My favorite part is just making them happy. It's very rewarding.